Hello, Taurus, and welcome to my channel. I am Ivy Rose with Creatively Ivy Rose Oracle Readings. Now, this is a general reading for all of my Taurus out there, so it may resonate with you, but it may not. But if it does, please like and subscribe, as that'll help me to pick up on all of your energy for future readings. Now, all of the decks that I'm going to be using are shown here on my table, but there will also be links in the description below where you can find and purchase each one. And I also offer personal readings, so if anyone is interested, the link to my Etsy is also below. All right, just a couple of quick announcements, Taurus. So, we've made it to November. Hooray! Another month. So, that being said, this month is Thanksgiving, and the week of Thanksgiving, I'm going to be going out of town to visit family. So, please bear with me with the beginning of December videos, and all of this information I'm going to reiterate in our mid-month check-in. So, that being said, week of Thanksgiving, I'm going to be visiting family, and bear with me with the beginning of December videos. I will not get those uploaded until the end of the first week of December because I will be getting back in the middle of that week. Okay? So, also, my Etsy shop, I will be temporarily closing it, putting it on vacation within the middle of the week before Thanksgiving so that I have time to catch up on all of the readings beforehand, and I have time to pack up and go and not have to bombard myself with all of that stuff. And, you know, then the week of Thanksgiving I can give my family my full undivided attention. So please bear with me as all of this is going on. I'm sure that most of you understand. And, you know, we will see what this entails, all right? And finally, I introduce to you today my runes. So while I was choosing decks intuitively, my runes called out to me. They were like, "Hey, we're here too," and I was like, "Hey, all right, let's get it." So these runes were given to me by my mother. So they're very special to me. They have great energy, and now I am going to be using them for you guys today. I thank you so much, and I ask you to bear with me, as a lot of the things that I'm doing are experimental right now as this channel moves and grows into what it is supposed to. And I'm very excited, and I hope that you guys are too. Please comment below if you'd like to see more of me bringing in different forms of divination into my oracle readings. I think that it is fun. I think it's a great way to introduce you guys to new things and to help me to hone more of my gifts with reading for you all. Okay? All right, so all that being said, Taurus, let's begin with the first deck, which is The Secret Language of Animals. I have not used this deck very often, so I'm very excited to start using it more with you guys today. So let's go ahead and get some beginning messages for you, Taurus. Universe and all spirit guides involved for the collective. What beginning messages do we have for Taurus to begin this reading? Let's get some beginning messages here. Beginning messages for Taurus. Come on, I know you guys are in here. Sometimes when I don't use the decks for a while, they can be kind of resistant with me and certain signs. It's almost like the deck is mad at me. Like, now you want to pull me out? Anything else for Taurus? Let's do one more shuffle and see if anything wants to come out on its own. Alrighty. Let's see what we have, Taurus. Gaia, harmony, abundance, wholeness, forgiveness. What a good one. Alright, let's see what we have. Number 46. As a great mother cares for her children, Gaia brings with her immeasurable love, support, and celebration for your journey. She honors you for all that you are, now becoming, for the dreams you are saying yes to and calling into being. She honors you for the unique and vital role that you came here to play in this great creation story. Her clear and simple message to you is yes. There is never a time when the energy of Gaia is absent from your life or when her messages, lessons, and gifts are not present and available. There are only times when you may choose to look past the signs, ignore the messages, or temporarily remove yourself from your connection to the flow. Sometimes we force ourselves against the current or we struggle through the bushes in great thirst, when all along there is a river of clear flowing water running right beside and within us. As each drop naturally finds its way from the mountaintop back to the sea, Gaia celebrates your return to the greater currents of who you really came here to be. We can spend lifetimes living in our head, chasing ideas and concepts, external pressures and agendas, but Gaia's deep invitation is to pause for a moment and return to that innate part of yourself that truly knows why you are here. That part of you that once moved in absolute harmony with all of life. That part of you that recognizes the pulse of the earth as our own. That honors the waters as the lifeblood of our own mother, that hears the wisdom and stories whispered in the wind as those of our grandparents. Gaia calls you to remember the time when you embraced the tree as your brother, when lighting a fire meant igniting the sacred embers of your own divine purpose. Now is such a time for you in your journey. Gaia's great invitation is to recognize and embrace yourself as an honored member of the family of life, both totally unique and intricately connected to the whole. As you admire the radiance of parrot or the spirit of horse, as you take the magnificence of whale breaching or the strength of gorilla standing his ground, as you witness the sense of purpose in a single bee or the great vision held by Brother Eagle, you not only see the beauty of Gaia, but you catch glimpses of your own being ready to be embodied and expressed. The beauty, flow, power, grace, and wisdom you see in the natural world is a great reflection of qualities that you carry within. When you find yourself immersed in appreciation of some aspects of Gaia's world, ask yourself, what do I most admire and honor about this animal / element / being? Then ask yourself, where do I see the same quality emerging or ready to emerge in me? Again, Gaia says now is the time. Mother Earth is uncompromisingly protective of the balance of life, but she is also forgiving and compassionate. She never turns her back on her children. She knows that each of us is on a journey of returning to our own true nature. All of her energy is in support of this. As you spend time in communication with the animals and elements of Gaia, you will find both her majesty and your own revealed in full glory. Take this moment as a gift, both miraculous and simple, an invitation to experience the most extraordinary aspects of your life in your normal way of being. And here is what is an affirmation. Here is the affirmation for you, Taurus. The earthly mother and I are one. I am one with the energy of life. So let me know if you can see that, and if you can, feel free to write it down and say this to yourself daily or multiple times a day if you like. So, universe is calling you to embrace it once again. Some of you have been a little closed off. Some of you have lost your connection to Mother Gaia, to universe, to source, and it's calling you back now. Calling you to be back with nature, to really revel in nature's beauty, to see yourself as one with nature, to make those, I feel like comparisons are the wrong word, but I'm going to use that for lack of a better one, to make those comparisons between you and the aspects of nature and see how similar you are, and see the power, the beauty, the strength, and how it is reflected back to you and how you reflect back in nature. Okay? So remember that we are one in the same, and to see yourself as a part of that, and to see all other parts of that as a big part of you. Okay? So everything is unique, of course. We identify ourselves as individuals as we are here on earth, but you also cannot forget that, again, we are all one. And we all share the same qualities. In some way, shape, or form, everything that you see in life is going to reflect back at you in some way. Okay? So recognize that. Embrace that. In doing that, you will realize what your purpose is, why you are here, the things that you have been called to do. Okay? So do that. And remember, although this may be a time where you are getting back in touch with that, you may get down on yourself and say, you know, oh, I've been too busy and I haven't been able to, or maybe I'm not doing this the right way, or, you know, don't be too hard on yourself. Mother Gaia, the universe, source, whatever you want to call this all-encompassing and embodying energy, knows that we are human beings living in this human incarnation right now. There is very forgiving energy surrounding this, okay? So don't be so harsh. Allow that forgiveness energy that Gaia continuously gives you to reflect back into you, and forgive yourself for maybe finding it difficult to do these things, or finding it difficult to reconnect, or having lost a connection. We are human. It is a part of what we do and who we are in this lifetime. But remember that you can get back to that. That's why universe is calling you to embrace this energy. Okay? So it's time to get back in touch with the universe's power, with universe's grace, with the energy that reminds us that we are all one and the same. And you will find that more and more as you experience nature and you allow yourself to see how similar you are to nature, and to know that all of the qualities that are found in nature can also be found within you. All right? And here go the runes. So for anybody who's a little off-put or doesn't really know about runes, whatever material that they're made out of, I love stone because stone is very grounding, but it can be stone, wood, crystal, whatever it is. It's going to have a specific symbol on it, and that symbol is going to relate to a specific message that you need to hear. So very similar to the way that the oracle and tarot is done, just a different tool to do that with. Now, these also have reversal meanings, but do not take reversal meanings as bad energy. That has nothing to do with bad energy at all, as a matter of fact. It's just universe trying to help you pinpoint a blockage, and when you do, you can clear that blockage in order to move forward. Okay? So the way that I do this is very similar to the way that I do oracle. Of course, I have to choose this. Like, I can't just let a stone fall out or anything. But I close my eyes and I let the energy move me. I shuffle the stones, and then when I feel ready, I pick one. So here is this one. And I believe that this is in reverse, so we are going to see what that means. Look at this book. It's so nice. I love how old it looks and just the energy that it has. Remember, my mother gave this to me, so it's very, very good energy. Let's see. Possessions. And yes, it is in reverse. Possessions. Cattle, goods, vital community wealth. 113. Possessions, nourishment, cattle. Fehu, that's the name of the rune. And if I am pronouncing any of these things wrong, please feel free to comment below, because I am totally open to being a student here, okay? Like I said, everything is very experimental, and using these is not new, but I haven't done it in a while. But that's why I'm doing it, because I'm excited, and this is allowing me to hone in on some new forms of divination for you guys, okay? Fehu is a rune of fulfillment, ambition satisfied, love shared, rewards received. It promises nourishment from the most worldly to the sacred and the divine. For if the ancient principle, as above so below, holds true, then we are also here to nourish God. This rune calls for a deep probing of the meaning of profit and gain in your life. Look with care to know whether it is wealth and possessions you require for your well-being, or rather self-rule and the growth of a will. Another concern of Fehu is to conserve what has already been gained. This rune urges vigilance and continual mindfulness, especially in times of good fortune, for it is then that you are likely to collapse yourself into your success on the one hand, or behave recklessly on the other. Enjoy your good fortune and remember to share it, for the mark of the well-nourished self is the ability and willingness to nourish others. Here's the reversal meaning. There may be considerable frustration in your life if you draw Fehu reversed, a wide range of dispossessions ranging from trivial to severe. You fall short in your efforts, you reach out and miss. You are compelled to stand by and watch helplessly while what you've gained dwindles away. Observe what is happening. Examine these events from an open perspective and ask, what do I need to learn from this in my life? Even if there is occasion for joy, do not let yourself be seduced into mindless joyousness. Reversed, this rune indicates that doubtful situations are abundant and come in many forms and guises. Here you are being put in touch with the shadow side of possessions, yet all this is part of coming to be and passing away, and not of which abides. In dealing with the shadow side of Fehu, you have an opportunity to recognize where your true nourishment lies. Wow, these meanings are so deep. I love it. So this is about wealth, abundance. Of course, abundance was mentioned in here too. Abundance can be gained by getting grounded in this energy, but I think that's the reason why these two have been pulled together, because Taurus, for you, there has been a lot of rootedness in abundance, but in the wrong kind of abundance. So maybe money matters, or it could be something that's more 3D based, okay? And universe is calling you at this time to reevaluate what things bring you true abundance. Is it really the money? Is it really name brand things or nice cars or that kind of thing? Or does this abundance come from embodying this energy and being in nature and doing things that are abundant to you as a spiritual being and abundant to your soul? Okay? When we talk about abundance, most times we get caught up in the 3D aspect of abundance, and we're just talking about money, name brand things, the material things. And that's not what abundance is all about. And remember that abundance, those types of abundance, can come from feeling abundant in this, okay? Instead of focusing so much on the material abundance, focus on your spiritual abundance and the things that make you feel joy, like true joy and alive. For some of you, Taurus, again, this is only going to resonate with some of you, so take it how it resonates, but there are a handful of you, Taurus, that have been focusing so much on the materialistic aspects of abundance, and that's weighing you down. That's weighing your spirit down. It's making you depressed. It's making you feel like there's a lack of something in here. And you know why? Because the material abundance, that doesn't matter to your soul. Your soul doesn't care about any of that. You're doing it for the way that it looks on the outside. And that's why you're missing something in here, because you're forgetting about the abundance that is supposed to be within you, the things that you are supposed to do to gain that abundance in here. And again, when you gain that abundance in here, the rest will follow. Abundance and material things will follow as well. But you have to know how to deal with abundance within in order to know how to deal with it without. And when you do that, again, it's saying to share that abundance as well. Don't keep it all for yourself, because what good is materialistic things if you have nobody to share them with? If you don't have anybody to share them with, what is life worth living if you cannot share these things with the people that you love, or with people that you love? Okay? So again, universe is calling you to reevaluate what abundance is for you, and to figure out what things make you feel real joy when it comes to that word abundance. Okay? And when you do have it, make sure that you preserve it enough that you're able to keep it for a good sustainable period, because a lot of the time when we come into wealth, when we come into money, when we come into a specific type of abundance, what do we like to do? We like to squander it. And then we're left later on in that sense of loss, like the reversal setter, in that sense of, you know, not having later when you really need it. So that's where that comes back in, where you have to learn how to deal with and accept abundance, so that then you can deal with it on the outside as well, and know what that is worth, and know how to keep a certain amount of it. Okay? So, and abundance within you too. Like, all of this goes hand in hand. The abundance within you too. You've got to learn how to share it when it is time, but how to keep it when it's necessary, because you cannot give if your chalice is continuously empty. And Taurus, if you have been facing a lot of losses when it comes to that, again, this is the universe saying, hey, you are losing these things because I want you to teach yourself what abundance really is and how to maintain this abundance, because right now at this time, Taurus, you are not maintaining it the way that you should. So this is to teach you what abundance really means for you, what the true meaning of abundance is for you, and how to maintain it. Because you can have all the abundance in the world, but you will continuously lose it if you don't understand how to keep it, and how to maintain it, and how to continuously have that abundance flowing within you. Okay? Wow, that was very powerful. I like that. And then finally, we have messages from Spirit for some final words of wisdom, some final what's the word I'm looking for? Some final words of advice. Jeez. Y'all bear with me, because I've said it in a lot of my other readings as well. I am getting so many messages and so many emotions all at once. So if I sound like I'm stuttering, or if I have to take a pause, or if I'm going back to the same thing multiple times, it's because I'm trying to navigate these things. So I promise you, it's not that I don't know what I'm talking about. It's that I do, and everything is coming at me all at once, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Give me a minute to process. I'm a human being, and the only way that I can communicate is English right now. So help. All right, let's get some more messages from Spirit to close out Taurus's reading. What do we have to close out Taurus's reading for the beginning of November? Wow. All right. Get to know yourself. If you find you are depleted or dissatisfied in any area of your life, are you nourishing yourself? Going back to that abundance, what is true abundance? You have to ask yourself this during this time, Taurus. If you're feeling depleted, where is the abundance that you need going to come from, so that you don't feel depleted anymore? Okay? Your family loves you and can offer the support that you seek. So, universe is reminding you that your family is here to help support you through these endeavors, okay? And to be all-inclusive with everybody, because I know that everybody may not have actual family, like biological family members. Of course, take that how it resonates. For some of you, anyway, it doesn't have to be blood-related family. If you don't have a family, or you have family members that are deceased, that kind of thing, it might be a group of friends that you consider your family, or a significant other that you consider your family. So take that how it resonates, but those people that you have that familial bond with, in whatever way, shape, or form it comes, they are here to offer you the help and support that you seek. Allow that to happen, and have trust in them, and trust in the fact that they are here to help you through your journey. Okay? Pay attention to the words and actions of others. All right, so I'm not sure if it was in this reading. I think it was in this rune that deceit was mentioned. I don't know. Let me let me not try to relate it back to that, because I could be completely wrong and it might have been another reading, because I'm doing multiple readings in a row right now. So, they can get mixed up with one and the other and everything. But anyway, so the overall encompassing message of this is, again, to pay attention to the words and actions of others and how they line up. How they line up, and be mindful. Be mindful of that. Because the reason why I believe I mentioned deceit, something universe told me to mention the word deceit. Like, I heard the word deceit just now. This is only going to resonate with some of you, Taurus. So once again, take it how it resonates. But for some of you, you are in a situation where there is deceit involved. And I think that has a lot to do with why the universe is calling you to pay attention to the words and actions of other people at this time. Because in the midst of you figuring out what this abundance is, there might be people that are here that are telling you, hey, I'm a real friend, I really care about you, and I really want what's best for you, but they are only in it for that abundance that you have to provide. Whatever that is, monetary, spiritually, whatever that is. And in the midst of you finding out what that is for yourself, they want some of that too. So make sure that you pay attention to the words and actions of other people, see how they line up, and make sure that you yourself evaluate these people under these circumstances, and you say, okay, this person is saying one thing, but they're doing another. Is this person really meant to be around me right now? Do I really need this person around me? Because you never know, they could be the one that's blocking you from figuring out what this abundance is. And that's not healthy. Okay? So, again, take it how it resonates, but for some of you, there's a situation full of deceit here involving another person, and this person only serves to siphon this abundance from you, to siphon this energy from you. Figure out who that is and let them fall away. Because the people who are really supposed to be here to support you have no room if you're filling it with people who are being deceitful towards you. All right? If you're wondering if this will happen, the answer is no. I can't really pinpoint what that is for you, Taurus, so once again, take it how it resonates. It might be a relationship. It might be a friendship, because when I say relationship, remember, it does not have to be romantic. It can be platonic as well. So whatever you were thinking about when this card came up, you know what that is, Taurus. There's only so much energy that I can tap into at once. For some people, though, I am feeling that this has to do with a relationship, with a specific relationship. A relationship that needs to fall away in order for you to figure out that abundance, and for you to have that abundance more and to preserve that more for you and the people that you are meant to share this with. Okay? So, you know what that is. And forgiveness is amazingly powerful and liberating. It does not mean that you permit others to mistreat you, but rather that you move on from it. So, I've gotten this card a few different times in a few different readings. So, a lot of forgiveness energy is going around here in the month of November. While these big changes are occurring, which is happening for everybody just in different ways, this is your big change right now in November, amongst other things, I'm sure. But forgiveness energy has been going around a lot, okay? So it could be for a specific situation, for a person, or even yourself, but forgiveness is not allowing somebody to do the same things over and over and over again. Only you allow that to happen if you do not set boundaries. So you can set boundaries outside of forgiveness. Forgiveness is for you so that you can take that negative, stagnant energy, push it out of you, and allow more positive energy to come in. Forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for you so that you can move forward within yourself. And maybe it's the forgiveness of a specific person that has been holding you back from this abundance. Okay? So whoever or whatever this is, once again, take it how it resonates with you and your life. But you know what it is. You know what it is. And again, for some of you, it is going to be dealing with that or a specific person or a specific group of people. Okay? Forgiveness is key. Forgiveness is key in letting that go, in moving forward, and being able to embody the energy that you are supposed to embody at this time now. Okay? All right, Taurus, that is what I have for you for the beginning of November, and I will see you all for our mid-month check-in, okay? Bye!